Thank you so much for attending my presentation about Kaze, a unit from Fates playable in every path, and before we begin, there needs to be a brief disclaimer. In this video, I will not be taking potential as a parent or anything gained from marriage or friendship into the equation, as I both don't think it's part of what the unit can provide for your team by itself, and if I were to discuss everything a unit could gain from marriage or friendship, this video would be 2 hours long. With that being said, let's talk about Kaze's traits. Kaze joins you in Chapter 4, but leaves for a time in Conquest and Revelations. In Revelations, he rejoins you at the end of Chapter 8, and in Conquest, he rejoins you at the end of Chapter 11. He joins with decent stats for his join time in all routes, with a clear focus on speed and resistance. Kaze's growth rates are all around solid, with his only real low points being his 20% luck and 25% defense growths. His strength growth can also be somewhat shaky at 45%, but his HP, skill, speed, and resistance are all at 50% or higher. Kaze's personal skill, Miraculous Save, shouldn't see much use in regular play since you'll very rarely be in a situation where you need to rely on a luck based skill like that in the first place. In Conquest, Kaze is one of the three characters aside from Korin who can potentially access the ninja class line, with the others being Shura and Laszlo. This leaves Kaze as one of three characters who can potentially access Mechanist and gain the Replicate skill in Conquest without borrowing the class from Friendship or Marriage. All of these traits, combined with Kaze's default skill development of Poison Strike, make him a very viable chip damager in any route. In Conquest, despite his late join time, he is particularly useful as one of the only ways your army can access Replicate and his ability to stack Poison Strike damage on a target with his replica. Kaze also has shockingly high resistance, which can allow him to effectively fight against any mage you wish to throw him against, though this is somewhat mitigated due to Kaze's low average damage output. Kaze will most likely spend most of his time as a backup damage dealer for your army, or a backpack providing speed to your slower units. Kaze also has the unique niche of being one of the units least impacted by revelations. He still joins relatively early on and is thus viable for the majority of any playthrough. While there isn't anything particularly fancy about him, this is still a nice consistency that a lot of other units lack. In conclusion, Kaze is a solid unit who can contribute either a speed boost or chip damage for your army in any playthrough, but his damage numbers can be somewhat low and he needs to be used mindfully due to his low average defenses. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you would like to have a say in which unit should receive a PowerPoint next, check out my Patreon. For just $1 a month, patrons will get to vote on which unit should gain a PowerPoint next, as well as get to see videos 2 weeks early and access to the community Discord. I also have a Twitch that I'll begin streaming on sometime in the near future. Both will be linked in the description below. Come check me out and have a great rest of your day.